What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So guys, Stephen A. Smith has went viral as he has weighed in on the Jeannie situation and also Jeezy. Now, before I get into that, a little information about Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is an excellent sports commentator, especially in the NBA. Sports writer. He's a generational talent in that regard. But he's lived a peculiar lifestyle, which has been different than those before him. Most of your sportscasters, sports writers, television icons, 95 to 96% of the time, these guys are married, happily married. Firstly, it looks good on their resume. I mean, it still looks favorable, especially being a married man and on television. You know, employers tended to like that. But not only that, it just was something that a lot of guys did in society. And Stephen A. Smith has been one of the guys, even in his generation, to be like, it's not for me. Now, he is a father, he has kids, but he's not married. And even if you had a guy that did get married, like Al Pacino has never been married, has kids, never been married. I don't think he's ever publicly come out and talked about why he doesn't want to get married. But Stephen A. Smith has. I would like to take the time to play this particular clip in which Stephen A. Smith is weighing in on the G situation, and then we're going to come back.
I'm 55 years old. I've never been married, and I'm happy about it. Now, one could easily surmise that a past rife with some degree of promiscuity, dare I say, contributed to my desire to be single. But that is not the reason I am not upset about being single. Jeezy, how he filed for divorce from his wife, Jeannie after only 2 years of marriage. Former friends are saying she's after his money. I hope the Shade Room is watching. Because my nephew tipped me off to that site, and I see some of the things y'all talk about. Oh, y'all welcome on the Stephen A. Smith Show. Please come. If Kevin Costner's monthly child support enables the children to maintain the quality of life he once provided, why should he have to pay extra so the wife that he's no longer with gets to maintain her quality of life? Y'all ain't together.
So guys, as you can clearly see and hear, Stephen A. Smith is not an idiot. He knows that he has worked so hard. Many of us as men have worked so hard, and that getting married is something that would possibly take away from your experience. And I mean financially. And let me tell you why. Stephen A. Smith has covered a lot of guys who were married and got divorced and got broke. Kevin Garnett, Scottie Pippen. He's seen men in the sports arena who have lost a lot of money. All right? Coming and going. The NFL too. And then why is that? Because I'll tell you. What do you gain? What do these people feel like they gained from this experience? That has to be something fundamentally we're talking about. If I'm going to get married, the risk needs to be at least worth, or the risk should be greater than reward, right? If I'm going to do that. Now, we all know about business. Business is different. Business, there is a great risk in business. The reward is greater if you can make it successful. You can get money. You can get some level of happiness, because if you love what you do, you have a way of breaking into something that's different. You have a way of giving, changing society, doing some social entrepreneurship. There's a lot of things that business is so powerful. There are things you can do in business that you can't do in academia. So in business, in the private sector operating, it can change laws, it can change the government, it can change many different things. So many things can be catalyzed through the private sector because of the business aspect of it. That is something that we know for sure. However, what we don't know is, in this day and age, what is the highest outcome that you can get from marriage? That means, as a man, What is the highest thing that you can achieve with women? What most guys have gathered is that, okay, I have this beautiful woman, I can get married to her, but also I have the ability, in dealing with her, I can get kids, I can get, some moral support from her. And and that's not to say that women can't offer you more, but on average, that's probably what most guys can say. All right. I have a partner, I have a mother, I can build a family. And then you look at the alternative solutions that are available to guys today. You can become a single father. I mean, women are talking about becoming single moms, and that's definitely an option for a man. You also have this ability to have kids and stay with a woman and not marry her and live a lifestyle like Cam Newton. And you can still get kids. You're still going to get the sex. Most people will still give it to you. You can pretend to be almost married. And then if it doesn't work out, you can just leave. You pay your child support and then you don't lose anything. But if you get married, you get all those things you talked about, which you would have gotten if you didn't get married. And then also you lose a lot to the state and to the system. And you get to pay $20,000 a month like Anthony Anderson and lose your car and lose your house and lose a lot of the things that you've worked for simply because, you want to be married. And again, the benefits from the marriage, some guys, like, I don't know if guys want virgins anymore or anything like that, but you're just not getting as much as what you probably believe that you should get. That's the reality. Most men feel like I'm not getting what I think that I should fundamentally deserve in life, in marriage. It's not worth me doing it because I have too much to lose, nothing to gain. I've worked X, Y, and Z hard to get this sort of money that I have now. So I have this money now. I have this affluence now. I had to put in that work to get this level of influence. So now I'm not going to get this affluence anymore because I'm here or I'm there or whatever. Okay. And let me tell you this, the fact that you have men like Stephen A. Smith who are older thinking like that, what younger guys are thinking, this. So this is for me, it is very problematic that our society, it goes back to the case where when men don't want to commit and protect women, we're in a very bad situation. When men don't want anything to do with this, we are in a very bad situation. Okay? Very bad situation. It's the truth. Very true. And you guys will see what happens. I'm telling you, like, these men don't want to commit to women because they feel like they're afraid to do it. It's not worth it to them. And it's nothing but hassle after the fact. Divorce court proceedings, lawyers' fees, losing your kids, losing your house, child support, spousal support. It's just everything that goes bad, goes down. Again, it's just too many problems. And that's what he's saying. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with an episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.